What we're going to do today is to replace the oil drain tubes on this 1984 911. When you replace your oil drain tubes, the first thing you need to do is to drain your oil. Because if you don't, it's going to run out all over the floor. So I'm going to drain my oil. It's time for me to do an oil change anyway. If you need to do an oil change and aren't sure how, see my video on how to do an oil change. So in the meantime, we'll get the oil out of there, and then we will remove these 4 tubes and we'll put new ones in. When replacing your oil drain tubes, it's typical to purchase a collapsible tube. These can be installed without tearing your motor down, and you normally have your choice between green seals and red seals. I have been told that green seals provide a tighter seal. I personally don't know the difference, but I bought the green. I understand the green to be a harder rubber. I have been told that if you want these things to actually work the way they should, you need to lubricate them with something like Circlip, which I purchased at my local Napa. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to lube them all up, and we're going to go from there. These collapsible tubes are available at any good Porsche supplier. I happen to purchase these from pelicanparts.com, but you can get them just about anywhere. When you're ready to remove your old drain tubes, you simply take a good set of channel locks and you crush them and give them a twist. Just about like that. Naturally, when I showed you how to take those out, I showed you the easy side. This side is a little more blocked. You have your oil tube in the shape of the exhaust. But you can still do it. Get yourself up in there, give them a squeeze, and they will come out. As they say, if it was easy to do, it's hardly worth doing. When you're ready to assemble your drain tubes, it should be remembered that the large end goes toward the center of the engine, because as the oil drains down from the heads into the base, you want it to drain inside instead of try to drain outside. So get yourself good Circlip pliers. You need to open this Circlip up. And insert that up across. You need to insert your Circlip up across and then install 2 of the small gaskets. Roll them into place. Be careful that you don't cut them on this edge. That edge is pretty smooth. You'll probably be fine. Just take a little bit of care, and you can roll that sucker right on there, just about like that. And then we're going to get our Circlip out, and we're going to grease this thing. Be kind of liberal with your grease. You want this thing to slide. Don't save 10 cents and have a problem with it. Just like that, right up in there. Gonna put a little grease on the inside here, and we'll roll this gasket into place. Get a little more grease. Put a little grease up inside here. Why not? And we'll roll that one into place. And we'll take this and we'll just roll this one into place. Just like that. This, the larger end, will be towards the center of the motor in this manner, just like that. I finished up the job of replacing my oil drain tubes in this 911. Mostly the job went fairly well. I've spent most of an afternoon on it, and had I to do it again, I'm sure I could cut my time in half. On this side of the car, you have more room, and it seemed to be an advantage to put on two hose clamps fairly close to each other and pry in between them. But on this side, you don't have any room. And what I found out worked the best was to put the tubes in there without any clamps at all on them, and then put your clamps out towards the ends and pry against the exhaust with two screwdrivers in this manner. And that seemed to pop them into place fairly well. So it took me a little while to learn that. But that seemed to be what worked. So at this point, don't forget to put oil back in your car. Change your filter while you're at it. You'll be good to go.